minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
$150 bonus. Woo! Come see us. We're a family here at Keller Williams, and families hug. With all the reuniting that's going on this week, we want to pass along a few helpful tips to make sure you're ready to hug. Tip number 1, be transparent. You don't want to scare your friend, catch them off guard, or put them on the defense. When going in for a hug, make it clear what you are doing. Tip number 2, show your sincerity. There is nothing worse than a sloppy, half-hearted attempt at a hug. Remember, a hug is a gift, and when you go in for the hug, grip your friend firmly in your arms for at least 2 seconds and mean it. Tip number 3, go with the flow. If you have a bear hugger approaching you, embrace it. Don't force the one-armed, half-hug backslap. Nothing says awkward more than trying to turn a bear hug into a halvesies. Now that's it. If you follow these simple tips, you'll be ready for an awesome week filled with hugs. And may I remind you, you gotta give and get 7 hugs a day, or you start to get a little bit weird. So let's all make it a goal to give out 7 hugs every single day. Happy hugging!
A few years ago, we gathered all the smartest people we knew: agents, market centers and regional leaders, technologists, data scientists, and asked them some big questions. What does it look like when technology is simple, smarter, and more human? How can we ensure agents stay at the center of the transaction where their clients want them? How do we accomplish this while eliminating the cost? It's called Command, and it's going to change the way we do business. Start by adding contacts directly, or through a simple voice command with Kelly. All calls, texts, notes, and any other customized fields are synced automatically across all platforms. When you add a new contact to Command, a neighborhood is automatically associated with their address. That way you can share the most pertinent information, such as migration patterns or median home price. Marketing materials have evolved from one-to-many to one-to-one, providing value at the home and neighborhood level for everyone in your database. And with Command, your business is not restricted by IDX. Wherever your clients are, there you are. Another challenge agents identified was the complexity added to the transaction by piecing together different systems connected by spreadsheets. We solved this by ensuring Command aggregated offers, documents, and communications with your client and broker, all in one place. Get a quick overview of your listings, appointments, contracts, closed deals, revenue projections, and customized reporting. Command shines a light on your business so you're never left in the dark. Housed within the Command dashboard is Lead Accelerator, an intelligent marketing tool. Get leads through ROI and AI-optimized ad campaigns across Facebook, Instagram, Google AdWords, Twitter, and an ever-growing list of channels in seconds. And campaigns aren't limited to the digital space. Quickly set up and deploy a modern print marketing campaign to specific homes identified based on your criteria. That means brand awareness grows and leads flow faster with far less spend. And if you think you have to be a computer scientist to take advantage, rest assured, because Command was built hand in hand with agents. It's designed to be used by agents, by you. Simple, smart, human. Command puts you in control of your database, your business, and your future. It's time to take command.
Real estate is about helping people with one of the most fundamental aspects of their lives, home. And you are the expert they turn to. And not just when someone buys or sells, but before, after, and all the little spaces in between. So it can be frustrating when you don't have the time or technology to know when someone needs your help. And when you miss that opportunity, it creates a gap that someone or something else can step into. So let's close that gap and give you the time and technology you need to build high-quality relationships with more people. Let's join forces and demand our technology not replace us, but help us be more human, more present, more everything. Let's take command. Built exclusively by and for Keller Williams agents, Command is your do-it-all, do-it-quickly, people-centric, less stress, more time, end-to-end platform to grow your relationships, your pipeline, and your market share. Whew! Luckily, using it is a lot easier than explaining everything it does, but let's give it a try. Organize, customize, and sync all your contacts. Group them however you want. Know exactly who to reach out to, when, and about the things they really care about. Send personalized, neighborhood-centric, just-in-time marketing materials in a snap. Have more conversations, build more relationships, earn more business. Say, "Hey Kelly," and escape from your desk in the office. Add a new contact, log notes, and sync everything while on the go. Seamlessly and transparently source, send, and manage referrals through one of the world's largest and most profitable referral networks. Deploy an ROI-maximized ad campaign across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter in like 30 seconds. Integrate the systems and tools you already use every day. Automate paperwork and background tasks. Access real-time revenue projections, end-to-end ROI insights, and goal tracking to get a bird's eye view of your business. Have more conversations, build more relationships, earn more business. Command empowers you to be a better agent by giving you more time, more value, and more freedom. And best of all, it ensures
And then there's some package for everything here, and then there's sign-in sheet too. I have a 27-year background in real estate. So you name it, I've done sales, management, built apartments. And the reason that I chose, well, I came from maps last, and the reason that I chose to leave maps and go into the productivity coaching role is because I saw really this is a great fit for me and what I like to do. And what I like to do is work with new agents and agents who are earning and want to get higher on that earning scale, really realize their goals and their dreams and help bring that into reality. I've probably been coaching real estate agents for 20 years and didn't even realize it. So my heart and my passion is really into building a business with you, partnering to help you build your business. Okay? All right, so y'all have a packet in front of you. Sign-in sheet, thank you. So, yeah, the very first thing is an agent questionnaire. We don't need to do this right now. Okay. But this is something that you decide that you want coaching and accountability. I have you fill out prior to our first meeting. And then you can see there's topics that I can coach you on to get you to cap. So how many of you in here have been in the business more than 90 days? Wow. Okay. How many of y'all have been in, oh, we're at Logan right here. Oh, there you go. How many of you guys have been in the business a year or more? All right, well, that probably should have worked even more backwards. All right, give me like 10 years. Anybody? Okay, 5 years. Okay, under 5 years. Now. Okay, great. So you guys are great candidates, especially if you want some accountability. So these are just some of the topics, and we're certainly not limited to these topics. And also going through the 4 conversations, which is really understanding the career growth initiative to the point that you're able to understand the goals and then be able to work backwards, so to speak, as to what your daily and weekly activities have to be in order for you to reach those goals. And then for those of you who are newer to the business, building a solid foundation. So, you can learn a whole lot of ways. So I've run into agents when I'll ask them, hey, have you done any lead gen today? Or did you add any contacts to command today? And they say things like, oh no, but I'm gonna run and do an open house on Sunday. And okay, great, so when you're doing the open house on Sunday, how are you collecting those people's information and putting it into command? Well, I really wasn't thinking about it that way. So the foundation of coaching, just really having somebody there to help you kind of identify those areas of opportunity that you might be missing out on. It seems like, when you do those things, okay, I go to an open house, I write down somebody's names, and then what do I do with it? Well, most of us would just throw it in our purse. I was guilty of that. Throw it in the purse. Maybe at some point in time, I might go put it in a database, and maybe I forget, and the next time I go clean out that purse, I just take everything in it and dump it in the garbage. Those are just kind of, we get busy doing things and we don't think about adding to our database. So that foundation is really, really important. And so one of the things that Diana Kokoska always says, and she's the lady who started MAPS coaching, that was her vision. One thing she always said is you're either going to start with the foundation now and be able to build upon it and have a solid business, or at some point you're going to have to go back to that foundation. So wherever you are, we can start building that foundation now. And then you have another sheet in your packet that's expectations of the productivity coaching program. And so this will be something that you guys would again sign. And so it's just a checklist to kind of give you an idea of what's expected of you. And that's something that you would sign at the point that you're ready to coach with me, okay? So you bring it to your first appointment. Characteristics of a great coaching client. This is again, great information for you to just understand the expectations, being coachable. And then the next piece of paper I have in there is rate yourself on being coachable. So if you want to take a few minutes and look over that and give yourself a rating on each one of those, we'll just take a minute to do that exercise. Does everybody see that in their packet? Rate yourself on being coachable. Now I pick mine up. Yeah. Oh, guys. I know. Let's see. Did we have any more packets floating around? So I don't have any pretty folders left. I do have all the papers. Okay. Anybody else?
I have a question.
Sure.
On the rating is 1 rose lily or least lily?
1 will be least like
Okay.
you, and 5, thank you.
5 is
So
nice.
didn't realize those instructions weren't on there. And 5 will be most like you.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
You said one was least like and 5 was most like?
5 is most like,
Yeah,
and 1 is least like, that's right. What is the sign up sheet? Can you raise your hand? Put a star next to your name, and I'll email a packet to you. Okay. Yeah, of course. Just raise your hand when you're done. Hands of everybody who's finished. Okay. You take another couple minutes. Show of hands one more time. I think we got just about everybody. How many of y'all are coachable? Would you admit if you weren't? So I'm sure that you guys discovered some good things about yourself during that exercise. And that's really kind of the first step to just having an awareness of how you would need to become, ready, prepared to be coachable. So open to receiving feedback is a big one. So part of my job will be to provide objective feedback about behaviors that I observe or topics that you might bring up consistently that we need to move past. So just being able to receive that feedback and then be able to walk away and implement some things or use some tools to get past whatever it is that's limiting you in your production. Okay, and then you guys also, did y'all have any questions about that exercise on rate yourself as being coachable? Was there anything in there that anybody had a question about as you read through it? As you answered it? Okay, great. So this is our coaching program outline. You have a copy of this in your packet as well. And this just goes through what you can expect. So when you sign up for coaching, we'll have group sessions. Group sessions are held every single day. So the main part of your job is what? Who knows?
Show up.
Show up. Okay, perfect. What else? Anything else? What do you do? What do you have to do? Say it again.
Participate.
Participate. Okay, great. And so what does Gary say our job is?
Lead generate.
All right, lead generate. So all great answers. So lead generation, so every day we will do role play, script practice, and lead generation, okay? How are we gonna incorporate that? Well, Ignite has been completely rewritten. It's supposed to be launched the end of March. How many of you guys have been in the Ignite labs that we've been teaching? Okay, good. So the labs were really fun. Now we're gonna have the hard material, the hard videos. And that's going to get launched at the end of March. We should be able to begin teaching that in June. We do have to skip while we're in Bold. How many of you guys registered for Bold? What? Awesome. Okay, yeah, this half of the room. So while we're doing Bold, our agreement with Keller Williams Realty International is that we will not run the Ignite program at the same time. So we'll pick it back up in June. Yet, even without that program, we will still do daily lead gen and daily script practice and role play. We'll also use commands, so you guys will have training in commands. Bruce, our tech guy, I think is in the closet. He will basically come into those sessions and help us add our contacts and update our contacts. So your contacts that are already in command, those are the ones that you would be using to make your calls. And then as you need to update information on those contacts, Bruce will be there as a resource to help you add notes, add the DTV2s, etc. So really getting us into using our database at a high level. We'll also do the Career Growth Initiative workshop. I do have a copy of the link on that piece of paper for you guys. As long as you've signed in, I will also email you this, and you can just click the links and go directly to these. And that has things in it like your 411, your 135, which you guys might reference that as a GPS. So all the things that you need to prioritize your year, your month, your day, and your weekly and your daily activities to get to your goals. We will also do the One Thing workshop, which covers some of those same things. It's at a high level that Jeff Woods does that, where we're really prioritizing our top 20%. We also have the Open House Shadow Program, where you'll be able to shadow agents. So prerequisite for brand new agents. For agents who have already been in the business for a while, I'll ask you, if you've done an open house shadow, it might be something that you want to go back to the basics and just kind of review what a 7th level open house looks like. Do you know where you guys can find the open house strategy that Gary gives us? Which book? It's in Shift. It's in Shift, in the Shift book. So we'll cover that in detail and then get you signed up to shadow agents as a new agent. And then, well, we went over Ignite, sorry, and then never-ending referrals. So Steve Schleter designed that program, and it's actually been used at KWRI as a coaching program. So other market centers who offer this to their agents have a cost for never-ending referrals. I'm sorry. Yes, for never-ending referrals. Sorry about that. He does the DT-D2 workshop. How many of you guys are familiar with DT-D2? Okay, great. So you guys do not have a cost associated with that workshop, so we will also run that program probably once a quarter. How many of you guys have been through never-ending referrals? Okay, good group of you. And then we'll also do another group coaching once a week, and that's based on your production. So we'll be able to break you out into groups based on your production. It says coming soon on here because it just depends on how many people we have sign up, because as we do the group coaching program, you'll have accountability partners. So we'll need to have a few people in those sessions. And then we'll also have individual one-on-one coaching sessions. So you get one 30-minute KPA review prior to your first individual coaching session. How many of you guys have done a KPA? Everybody? No, not everybody. Okay. So for those of you who haven't done a KPA, we want you to do a KPA. We send you that link, have you do that. And that kind of gives me insight as to, your operating style, your behavioral traits, kind of things that just basically your personality and your preferences. And then we review that information together, and that also gives me insight as to how you'd like to learn and what activities you might really like to do. Okay. And we also have your Wheel of Life and your scorecard in your handouts. And there is a link there too that gives you instructions on how to fill those out and what those exercises are. The Wheel of Life exercise has a front and a back. One side is the instructions and the other side is kind of what you'll do with it. And that looks like this. And then like I said, there's a link that I'll email to you all, or you can follow it right here on that page. And that'll bring you to the instructions to fill that out. And you'll bring that to your first coaching session. And then you have one 30-minute one-on-one session a month. This is usually for half cappers and above. However, this is waived, and it's for all of our agents, from brand new agents to agents who haven't produced any income, all the way to our cappers. Okay? And then if you turn that on the back, there's a coaching session overview. So this will explain to you what to expect in your first coaching and your second coaching session. So your first is discovering your goals and inputting those in command. How many of you guys have input your goals in command? You don't count anymore. So that's, we'll work on that together. Yeah, if you want to do that ahead of time, you can. How many of you guys have been to Bruce's command classes? Okay, good job. And so he's got like a series that he's outlined on the March calendar, and he labeled them exactly what he's going to cover in those classes. So make sure to take a look at the calendar and anything that you might need assistance with. Also, next week we'll have Power Day from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's on Thursday. So that'll be where we all come together and do all those fun lead generation activities. And Michelle and I'll have more information to share about that later in the week. Okay, so make sure you put that on your calendar for sure. And in that first coaching session, we'll also plan your schedule. That'll help you learn activities and skills that you need to meet your goals. And then you and I will determine together how you want to be held accountable. Because we can hold you accountable in between where we start and our next coaching session. So just making sure that you're doing the activities you're supposed to be doing. And then also your 30, 60, 90, which for those of you guys who have been here for a little bit longer, you might have heard your first 100 days. So 30, 60, 90 is the language that KWRI uses. So we definitely want to use that same language. And that just breaks down all the skills and activities you need to be doing in your first 30 days, your first 60 days, and your first 90 days. Again, for those of you who have been in longer than 90 days, again, it's just kind of a reset based on what your current goals are. and then we'll prepare your 411. Your second coaching session, we'll review your 411, so we'll prepare your first one, and then you'll start creating those by yourself each week. And then in your second coaching session, we'll review what you've done with your 411 and if you've been able to meet your goals. At that time, we'll review an allocation form and list week's needed form. Those items are straight out of the Career Growth Initiative. And of course, you don't have to attend the workshop first. You can just go to those links that I shared on the first page. But it would be very helpful if you had already reviewed that information to know what it is. We'll begin to create your business plan. So what activities are generating the most return on investment for you? And time is an investment, not necessarily just money. Where are most of your leads or business coming from, and what skills do you need to learn? And the way you can prepare for that second coaching session is by attending the Ignite session 411 prep or watch the video. Again, I'll send you guys the link to that video. Y'all know where to find the Ignite session videos, correct? Yep. Real quick, for those in the room who don't. What did I drop? So this is our Round Rock Market Center page, which is just kwroundrock.com. I went to training up here at the top, and then it brings me to all the training sessions. If you click on Ignite, all of the videos are in there, along with all the downloadable timed activity portion or student manuals. Okay. Sorry guys. Bring all of your completed assignments and questions for the span in between, and then tracking and reporting your activities daily. So I will provide forms in session 1 for you to be able to report your activities and your results every day. Okay. Any questions about what the coaching program is going to look like?
Typically team coaching, like for the groups within the Albert Market Center that are teams.
Not currently. I mean, if you're on a team, we are offering for you to attend as an individual. And that's new because normally we don't coach the teams. Yet it's something we could consider in the future. But as an individual, you are definitely welcome to attend coaching. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Oh, shoot, this is too much. I was like that 100% great of a communicator. Like, all right. So how do I sign up, you want to know? So first I want to know that you want to be in coaching. So if you would shoot me an email. So all of my contact information is on that back page at the bottom. That's the coach email address that you can send to say I would like to commit to being in coaching. My phone number's on there. And then there are instructions to schedule a time with me. So if you, on the kwroundrock.com, if you go up here to coaching, you'll see Bruce has added a nice little link, appointment with April. And so you just click that. And let's go to one-on-one coaching and accountability. And then you can select the date on my calendar. And it'll show you what times I have available. So anything that's showing up in blue, I have times. And it shows you about 5 days in advance. Okay? And the only thing I would ask is, try not to schedule an appointment with me like in 30 minutes from now. That's something I can't prevent on here, for example. Yet I'd want to be more prepared than that, you know, to meet with you. So a day in advance at least would be helpful. And it'll just show up on my calendar. You don't have to do anything else. So is that easy? Easy peasy to sign up? Okay, so if you want to sign up, first step is you're going to let me know how? Email. Great. And then second step, we'll go here and select a time. Okay, perfect. Does anybody have any questions? Anything I missed? This was quick. How many of you guys have the calendar? I know Candy emails it. And then Kayla said that she prints it out. Do you need one?
I have a question.
Sure, yeah.
Does any of your coaching involve answering questions about contracts or legal questions?
So that's a great question. So legal questions, we'd always refer you to an attorney, right? I think Avis.
Well, I mean, using the forms, as
So
far
using the
as,
forms,
what
right.
are the guidelines for us as real estate agents? I'm not talking about anything that really requires an attorney, I got that.
Okay, good, good. So I will, full disclosure, I'm a licensed broker in Louisiana, I've had 26 years. However, I do not hold a Texas license. So I would be remiss in saying or giving you advice about your Texas forms. However, basic contract questions, absolutely. I am getting in my classes, so I'll have my license hopefully in the next 60 days. And then, yes, I will be able to deep dive into helping you with those questions. Okay? So initially, no, but later, yes.
Related with that, there is no mentor program anymore?
That if anybody is in the mentoring program right now, please talk with Michelle about what her plan is for that. It will not continue, right? Like going forward. So people who come in now won't have a mentor. But if you currently have one, just make sure you talk to Michelle. How many people in here are in the mentor program? A few of you.
Was, but I guess I don't know if still is
Well, it may,
on or not.
Check in with her because I'm not really sure the status of that. And then one thing that I want you guys to know, the market center, our market center leadership, our operating, our operating principals, really believe in coaching so much and believe in you so much that they've invested their money in the coaching program. So the coaching is offered to each and every one of you guys all the way through the end of August at no fee. So it is completely picked up by the market center. That is so rare. This is even in talking with my math coach. This is not something that even she has seen done, and she coaches international clients as well. So it's a really big deal. I hope that you guys will take advantage of it.
So all the courses in the meetings and everything that you're talking about, all that criteria that have to be met to be able to, in order to be code?
No, that's your coaching program. Give me that. This is what the coaching program is. Sorry, was this clear? You guys? She doesn't have one. I don't have your number. Okay. I'll have to, please have them all. Or, did you sign in? Nope. Okay, did everybody sign in, guys?
I haven't.
I did not sign in. I know that. We will. No. I go to the next meeting. I'm talking about. Okay. Would that be fair? Because I have pieces right up here, so I'm gonna handle like 5 things. Okay, anything else I can help with? Any other questions?
I did have somebody ask. Has it included because he doesn't know how much they're going to charge later?
Hey guys, we have a question up front. I'm sorry. Ask the question again. I'm sorry.
So somebody wants to know. Somebody wants to know how much the coaching program will be after August.
You said something about somebody wasn't recruiting somebody?
Right.
Because of that?
Like inviting somebody because they had asked, well, what's the percentage that's going to be paid to
So
the coaching
that
program?
has not, we do not have a determination that's in writing yet, so I would not be able to share that answer yet. I'll work with Michelle and let her know that that's a concern, and then we'll make sure that we follow that up with an answer to everybody, okay? Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Yeah, I appreciate it. Okay. All right, well, that was short, sweet, simple. Questions? All right, thank you guys for being here. Thank you.
That one for first.
Yeah, bring your scorecard.
Don't force the one-armed half-hug backslap. Nothing says awkward more than trying to turn a bear hug into a halvesies. Now that's it. If you follow these simple tips, you'll be ready for an awesome week filled with hugs. And may I remind you, you gotta give and get 7 hugs a day or you start to get a little bit weird. So let's all make it a goal to give out 7 hugs every single day. Happy hugging.